Hey everyone, welcome to A View from Davos. Daniel Newman here, Futurum Group CEO. I am joined by the Qurator leadership team. That's Qurator with a Q. I've got Cristian and Joanna here. Thanks so much for taking a minute with me here at Davos. Now I understand y'all are a couple, so you get a little American out of me. Veterans of WEF and now out on your own. So just quickly, give me a little of the backdrop of your work that you did at WEF before you went off to start this company.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead,
for having us. Indeed, Joanna and myself, we used to come to Davos as employees of World Economic Forum, and we are very complementary. I used to lead at World Economic Forum a portfolio of digital transformation work, a big focus on digital business models, and Joanna has been focusing on decarbonization.
Yeah, I spent 6 years at the World Economic Forum, first within the chemical industry team, and then in the energy and materials, where I work mostly on decarbonization with the energy sector and heavy industries.
Very cool. I know that launching a startup is a big change of pace from working with a big organization, but here you are back on the ground at Davos, because while there are many big companies and world leaders here talking about solving problems and moving the economy forward, it's also been a bit of a place for upstart companies, VCs, private equity to come together to find opportunities. Of course, you all knowing the landscape probably had some really good ideas of how to work this particular event. Now, give me a little bit of the background on the genesis of Qurator and what you're trying to do. And Cristian, I'll let you take this one.
Absolutely. No, thanks so much. Yeah, initially, it started as just an exploratory idea of realizing that there is an inefficiency in the market of matchmaking and business-to-business decarbonization. And I'm not talking about carbon credits. There are already many mature players in that space. We're talking about hardware, software, services. And one of my key areas of study at World Economic Forum on platform ecosystem business model was how great they are in matchmaking. That's why we're all using daily Amazon and Alibaba and Uber and so on. And it's data driven. While today all large corporations have a 2050 very public mandate. They're trying to decarbonize. But when you ask them how do you meet your decarbonization partners, it's based on serendipity. People coming to an event like this, people Googling, and it's not data driven. And when you're thinking about the climate change urgency, you'll rather want a data model of matchmaking, right? I mean, if it works for dating, it should work also for B2B decarbonization. And then when I reach out to Joanna to explore if this is a good idea with her expertise.
Yeah, I think I didn't have any doubts. I've heard so much feedback from heads of sustainability that I work with. They are all frustrated, wasting a lot of time. Very often they need to hire consultants, perform market study. There is an RFP process to go through. So before they have a short list of 5 particular vendors that they would like to explore, yep. It's like 6 months is gone, right? Yeah. And then you have multiple areas in which you need to have your decarbonization vendors. Very often these vendors are not yet ready yet for deals. It's about the development of a new technology, scaling up. So you need partnerships. This all takes time, and we're doing business as if we were 30 years ago.
So it's highly specialized, Trust Radius, G2, Peer Insights, but specifically for this up and coming software service providers, relationships specifically to sustainability. Now, Joanna, I've been here on the ground, and again, this is Davos 1 for me, so you're the experts on Davos, but I followed it for a long time, and over the last few years, sustainability, ESG, huge topics here. It feels like this year, AI has taken over. Is sustainability losing its momentum? I mean, does that worry you at all, or is it just a hype cycle? What's going on here? And how much are you hearing? Maybe you're hearing more than I am, but...
It all depends in what kind of bubble you are, right?
I'm in the AI bubble, it appears.
Exactly. No, but I think every year there is a hype for something else, right? There was a few years ago, there was a lot of discussion about circular economy and plastics. Then we had broader sustainability, equality, now we have AI. So I think every year there is another hype, another topic, but the climate change problem is not going away. And if you look also in terms of how much venture capital is going still into climate tech, despite the overall decline in venture, I think this is also proof that climate tech is somehow protected, and we need to carry on working on it.
And I will challenge that assumption, because if you look at the policy side and the funds available from the public sector, it's only increasing. It's billions and hundreds of billions, in all the countries, even the US, right? I mean, suddenly working and doing business in sustainability, it's not only right for the planet, it's also profitable. So yes, AI definitely, in some circles takes, it's the hype, but I think, from what's realistic and day-to-day work of many organizations, it's not optional anymore. They have to comply, and they also jump on the opportunity of so much funding available.
Yeah, I think they say doing well by doing good.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up, where are you at with the business? So give us all a little bit of where can we find Qurator? Where are you at with your own fundraising? Are you in the marketplace? Can people start using the product right now? Give us a little pitch.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's a really exciting time for us. Joanna has been working for WEF until last August. She joined us as of September, so relatively recently. We've already raised the pre-seed round. We launched live our platform in December. The first batch, the first cohort of companies are there. We are scaling very fast, also by leveraging AI, machine learning, generative AI. And what we're most exciting is that there's a lot of interest from both sides. Vendors, all size of companies, startups, scale-ups, but also very large corporations, because each large corporation nowadays kind of has a sustainability, a decarbonization value proposition, but also the buyers, because they see, we all love simplicity, a marketplace discovering, but more importantly, you're mentioning, other review platforms. Sometimes, someone goes through a 6 months due diligence process to find 3 companies, decarbonization. But then if you can capture that and it's a trusted, other peers, other people in other companies or other industries can save those 6 months and maybe, approach directly those 3 companies. So it's a simple business model. It works in other verticals, and people, want to be part of this as well.
Well, Cristian and Joanna, thank you so much for taking a little time with me here to give me a view from Davos. I hope you have a great event. I look forward to following Qurator and what you're doing with the platform. I hope your fundraisers go really, really well, and that people stay focused on adding meaningful, sustainable practices into their businesses. And of course, that would be really fruitful for what you're trying to do. So take care. Have a great event.
Thanks so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
You.